So yes, we was going live, baby, about Yungberg and Tink. I just want somebody to treat me like somebody. And I guess she thought she had it in Yungberg. I'm sorry, his name is Hitmaka. Now, a lot of people are saying they didn't know that they were dating. They thought they was just friends. I can spot a good sneaky link when I see it. I've seen all the sexual tension between the two. I sure did. So they got into a little scuffle. Well, according to both of their stories, Tink put the pause on Yungberg because he was playing in her face with some groupies. She said they was the entourage, and she definitely spoke out against them. A quick little read. Yungberg said that he got it recorded and that Tory Lanez should have recorded, and that's so lame because don't you ever speak against Megan. You don't have the right to. Hazley was in the comments, was like, bitch, I told y'all. And it's just a whole mess between them. So basically they were smashing, they were going through a breakup. He coincidentally was at the same restaurant that Tink was at with some women. And Tink was like, what's up? And I'm going to let them tell it better than I can.
If you happen to see a video of me going up,
just the beginning that we missed.
Hitmaker, please understand that it was very justified. And I honestly had to do what I had to do because I'm not one to be played with. I'm very soft-spoken, I'm very respectful, and I'm very honorable in all ways, whether we're on good or bad terms. Okay, cool. Me and Hitmaka have not been speaking since literally the end of my tour, my first tour. So that was in like May. I haven't spoken with him. He literally is my executive producer. I'm in contract to do business with him. So I have to deal with him on some capacity at some level. This man, literally, I've been in Cancun with my friend, my assistant. It's her birthday. I've been minding my business. I've been doing my thing, working hard. I don't pay him no mind. This man bring his Cancun knowing that I'm out here. Right around. You can go anywhere in the world. You choose to come to fucking Cancun. So boom. I see this in the fucking restaurant. Now, mind you, we're not speaking. I still keep it cordial. I give you your flowers. I give you respect. The man is in the restaurant, booed up with some whatever. We ain't even gonna talk about the
with some what, girl?
Likes to be around, but booed up with just anybody. Anybody. I'm respectful. I text them, yo, you look great tonight. Happy birthday. Go up. That's how I get down. I don't give a who with you, who not with you. If I fuck with you, whether we on good or bad terms, I'ma show love. That's how Rick move. I don't give a fuck about these many women that you like to be around. So boom, this man literally, y'all, just on the corn that he is, the corn that he is, he literally
Hazel said that.
Literally does not reply to my text, does not, we're sitting at the table next to each other. By the grace of God, he placed us right next to each other so I could see what kind of person he is. So boom. Mind you, I shouted him out for his birthday. That's why he's not posting, because the man can't even really accept what he be on. You know what I'm trying to say? So he out here in Cancun, cool. Yo, but listen, so as I'm walking out, this man walks out with the 3 straps that he likes to carry around, acting as though he's the God. And literally, Christian, it's like, Berg. I call his name, Berg, what's up? The man walks back. Now, mind you, y'all, we've been doing business for how many years? How many albums have we put out?
We don't know, baby. Tell us.
He could not even just say hello. Not even just say what's good. I walk to his car. He's jumping in an Uber, of course. I walk to his Uber. Yungberg, what's T? What's up? So you're literally gonna ignore somebody that you've been working with for literally 3 years? So y'all, clearly I opened the car door. I had to let him know that's some big. He pulls out a phone. Of course, he has to record me. Boom. No, first of all, I'm a very honorable young lady. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to disrespect me. I've been nice and cordial. The least you can do is say, hey, I'm your artist.
Okay, so first off, Tink, baby, it's not given. I understand. It sounds like this man didn't pay you no attention, so you decided to put your hands on him because you his artist. But you can tell with that interaction that it was a lot bit more than artist. First of all. Secondly, how did this man end up at the same restaurant that you was at for his birthday in Cancun? I don't know. I definitely think Youngberg did that on purpose because that's what ninjas do when they trying to get under your skin. So, that was the first part. This was yesterday. So Youngberg responds and tells his side of the story. I don't know why he irritates me. But this is Youngberg's first response. And guys, they done all said a lot of stuff since then. So we got to hurry up and I got to get you guys caught up.
I didn't even know that she was in the spot until
liar.
The song played and she went and like stood up on the table.
You lying.
So I seen her. Out of respect, I got up, I ate my food, and I went to the club next door. So as I'm walking out of the place or whatever, I'm getting in my car, and they're like, Youngberg. Now, mind you, she playing on me because y'all know I'm on my Hitmaka shit, right?
Don't call him Youngberg, call him Hitmaka.
Are saying like, yo, Youngberg, because I'm with a bunch of girls or whatever. And we're not dating, we're not in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like, we healing, we moving forward now. Ultimately, we have a business relationship, you know? So we work, we have a bunch of songs, we're working on an album right now. So I'm walking out, and they're like, Youngberg. And,
the Youngberg is sending me.
And get in my car. I got in my car, and long story short, she opened the car and put her hands on me. Now, I respect that, you know what I'm saying? From a woman that's upset or whatever, you see your ex-man out, or you see a man out that you...
Oh, y'all exes.
And you went about that. Now, ultimately, look, this is why I'm just saying that I don't like how y'all trying to, like, change the narrative. Like, she went and said something and said it was a physical altercation because she know I got the footage of her putting her hands on me and doing whatever that happened last night. So at the end of the day, like, my whole thing is to be like, look, in reality, this ain't happened. She didn't, nothing happened between her. She lost her cool in the situation, and we still mad cool. Like, I ain't got no beef with her. I got nothing but love and respect for her. So with that being said, like, ultimately, it's just playing out in front of y'all, and it's something that could be solved behind closed doors. But with that being said, don't sit here and think that or try and change the narrative like, oh, it was an altercation and like we doing something. We don't talk, like, for real. Like, I'm not even gonna put our business out there about what really happened, or, you know what I'm saying, like, previously we're going through a breakup. You guys are allowing this.
Wait a minute. What songs besides two? Oh, wait. Ariana says, what songs besides two do we know to be screaming his name like that? It's the Youngberg for me. Like, come on now. He talking about they playing on my top. They know I'm on my Hitmaka shit. Like, Youngberg, chill out. And then what's getting me is at the end he said, you know, but we cool, we mad cool. So it's giving you want more. You want to feel like somebody, because Tink said that pretty much what I got for what she was saying is that if you drop that recording, I'ma let it air out whatever it is I know behind the scenes. So I think Tink went live to cover her ass because he was recording her at the time. But that's just what I'm picking up. It's the Youngberg for me. He made sure to keep saying that. So then what this man does is, not only did he do that explanation, he got the girls that was with him to go live and to do their to get their little side of the story. And I don't like how they was trying to treat Tink like they didn't know who she was. So let's get into that.
Why am I nervous?
Why am I nervous?
Okay, Shell's gonna tell y'all what happened last night.
What are these girls on?
Okay.
Girl, I thought that was a penis.
Okay. Watch my hookah. So, She makes me nervous too.
I really can't stand
so
cheesy.
We were
Just
out last night with our friend. It's his birthday.
it's giving high school.
And we're just having a good time, like literally minding our business and everything. And there were
Unknowingly, his ex was at the same.
Unknowingly, Youngberg knew. He set y'all up.
But we didn't know that, and we did not know.
He knew.
That was her. We just thought it was like a random girl.
Put some respect on her name.
But so he noticed, so we left. We went to the club next door, to continue our vibe. And as we're leaving, that group of girls and a big ass fucking security,
They're standing in the entranceway.
there's like.
Is that fucking elevator music?
They're like catcalling him, like.
No, you have to say
Should I
that.
say what they were saying? They were like calling him by a name that he doesn't go by anymore, but like me and Britt are looking at each other like, what the fuck, like this
We're
is
thinking
weird.
it's a fan or like,
Yeah, we're thinking it's like paparazzi or some type of shit, But they're getting closer and it's getting more aggressive. Like they're pushing through us type shit, like trying to get to him. So it's the girl. So our car, yeah, the ex. I'm about to say her fucking name. It was Tink. And so our car pulls up and he's trying to get in the car. So she's like all up in his face, like shoving him. And I'm like, okay, what's up? Like, do we need to be prepared? Like, is something about to go down? Cause like she's after him. Like it was bad. Like I was hot. Brittany is the calm one, but me, I don't like that shit at all. So I'm like telling Brittany,
Girl, you ain't gonna do shit.
What the fuck is about to go down? So he gets in the car. This bitch opens up his car door, and he closes the car door, opens it up again, closes it again. She opens it again.
She starts smacking him.
Yeah, literally. So the window was down when the car pulled up. She's literally slapping his ass, like in his face, like.
She knocked his phone down.
Knocked his phone down. I'm like, excuse me, I'm just trying to get in the car, like my people's leaving, it's time for me to go. So I'm like, excuse me, I'm trying to get in the car. So I kind of like wiggled through them, and the girl that she was with was like, don't touch me, don't fucking touch me.
Yeah, bitch, don't touch her.
I'm like, okay, I see what type of situation this is. So I go on the other side of the car to get in. Then the fucking...
Okay, so the actual video, but anyways, it just seems like Tink was in the wrong, obviously. And I just think it's more to the story. Youngberg said he respect what she did because she saw her ex-man, which is him, with some women, and I think he did that intentionally. You know how ninjas be. Ninjas be stalking more than we do. How the hell both of y'all in Cancun at the same time and you just all of a sudden popped up at the same restaurant she was at and sat at the table next to her coincidentally, and you had these other women with y'all? It's giving you set that up. She knew what was up and she put hands on you. Cause what is recently broke up? Y'all still smashing or what? You knew what you was doing. You too old. How old is Youngberg? Youngberg age. You're 38 years old. You're pushing 40. You knew what you was doing. But at the same time, Tink putting her hands on him is not giving no lead room for excuses right now, Tink. You to put your hands on a man, he ain't hit you back. He feeling himself. And also in that video, the girl said she ended up going on the other side and getting in the car. All of that crap. It's giving one some attention. So, Tink finally responds about an hour and a half ago, however long it's been. And she dropped all the inside tea to what's going on with them and why she really went ham. She said it was a lot more building up to that. And let's check that out. This is her most recent response.
the live. Alright, we can get right into it because I don't get on live to cap. I have to literally stand up for myself tonight, and that's all I came to do. Thank y'all. I feel good. I feel good. I feel great. Not great, but I feel good. I'm at peace. Listen.
You can tell she's hurt.
Last night, chain of events. Today, I'm very much calm. So now I want to give y'all the calm story of what happened last night, so you can understand. It's a lot of playing going on the internet, so I'm not going to be long. I'm going to dinner. And I just want to make sure that my story is heard, because the narrative will always get twisted. And I never lied about anything. I never made anything up. I had an altercation with Hitmaka, Yungberg, Christian, whichever name you prefer, last night in Cancun. But what happened last night it didn't just start last night. You understand? What happened last night was a combination of things building up since May. What people don't know is that the real reason that Hitmaka has been just moving differently with me, and this year has just been very different. The real reason that our relationship has changed is because I wanted to create Winter's Diary alone. If you all know Winter's Diary, that may be one of my most popular mixtapes or albums. When I finished my tour, I was working on my next deal. So Hitmaka is my A&R. Hitmaka is my A&R, so he oversees a lot of the things I do. I wanted to do a deal with Empire for 2 more albums. And I wanted to do Winter's Diary on my own because that's a different vibe. It's a Chicago.
It's a classic.
It's a Chicago vibe. It wasn't me pushing him out my situation. I just wanted to have control over the way the music sounded. I know my fans pick up on the different vibes in every album, and I felt like Winter's Diary 5 would be very special. And I didn't want anyone to come in and change that sound or change that energy. When I made that decision, Hitmaka literally washed his hands, as he said, washed his hands with me. Now, along with me making that decision, Hitmaka is upset because I would not pay him $2 million.
$2 million?
So now we have a man that, number one, is upset because I want to work on my craft, and number two is looking for money. You understand? So me being the person that I am, I had a heart. And I said, Hitmaka, hey, I don't want you to feel like I'm unappreciative or that I'm pushing you out of my situation, because I do appreciate what you do for me. And at the end of the day, we put in a lot of work, so let's keep it going. I brought him on to create Winter's Diary. But by that time, yes, ma'am, $2 million.
$2 million. That's a lot, baby.
People don't understand. A lot of people don't understand. I've seen videos today, women going live.
Speak on it.
I'm not going to even speak too much on the women going live because I know you have no clue who you're dealing with.
You have no clue who you're dealing with.
And I may not be known to you, but I want you to know that I'm a multi-millionaire.
Period.
I don't speak on finances. I don't speak on deals or money. But I have to stand up for myself.
Period.
No matter who you think I am, no matter what you think I do, my bracket is far beyond both of you guys combined.
She says stay in your tax bracket, baby.
So
Mind your age.
Talking to y'all. Y'all are part of an entourage, and that's what entourages do.
What?
They talk from the back.
From the back.
They talk from the back.
Talk from the back.
So tonight, I want to keep y'all in the back.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So back to Berg. Hitmaka. We've been dating for a long time. Very long time. I've been silent about a lot of the things that I go through behind the scenes. I've been silent about our relationship. I've been silent about us fucking. I've been silent about the deals, the money. Literally almost everything you can imagine, I keep shit pee. In this situation, it's a buildup of things. It's number one, him asking me for money. Number one, him asking me for $2 million. Number two, him being upset that I want to create from my own source You know, a man that doesn't want to see you work on your own, make money on your own, survive on your own, that's not love.
It sure ain't, baby.
So, last night I was enraged. You feel me? I'm a very peaceful person, but I've been taking a lot. And the fact that I don't speak up is the reason why it seems, you know what I'm saying, so bizarre. And that's why he comes to the internet and you know, he makes his statements as though I'm a crazy bitch. And if anybody knows me, I'm more sane than him. If you know me, I'm very intelligent. You know what I mean? I'm a stand-up woman. And like I said last night, I know that I made a mistake putting my hands on somebody. I said that in my live. I mentioned that. I'm woman enough to say that. I know what I did, but I want to just explain why I did it. I feel like I've been bending over backwards for a long time. For a long time. And when somebody bends over backwards for you, when somebody tries to help you, or listens to you, takes your lead, you know what I'm saying, puts the ball in your court, the very least you can do is show respect.
Put some respect on her name.
Because that's what I've done for the past 3 years. You get what I'm saying? For the past 3 years, I've shown nothing but respect, even when shit is in turmoil, even when I'm hurt, even when I'm sad.
You could tell she's
I show
hurt right
nothing but
now.
respect, and I work. So at the very minimum, when I see somebody in public, I have no problem with him being outside with women. I know that he's dating other women. Honestly, that's not new for him. I have no problem with that because you're not dating me right now. The least I wanted was respect. When somebody has placed $1 million in your pocket, the least I need is respect. And I wasn't respected last night. I texted him multiple times in that restaurant. I said, "You look great tonight. Go up." I was never jealous of any woman with him. I know it's me, you know, and I need people to know that the same, you know, to the women, the same nigga that y'all going to war over, he eats my ass.
Wait a minute.
To the Tudor, you know, it's very different. You can't hold a candle, but it's not about you. It's more so about me in this situation, and I need people to know that's what the real is, you know? This man has really been manipulating my situation. And I won't bash him because we make great music, but I finally understand that it isn't love. It's more so money. And that's what I said in my live. You know, once I don't agree with what he wants to do, I literally, you know, got the short end of the stick. So that's the truth of everything going on. I wanted to create this album on my own in the first place, but he almost forced my hand. He didn't want to help me at all unless he was paid and, you know, signed on as the executive producer. And at Empire, that's an independent company, I need as much support as I can get. So yeah, I went back and I said, let's do it together. We can make this happen. But again, his attitude has changed because I'm not paying him. I'm not paying him $2 million. You understand? So that's the real reason why men, you know what I'm saying, why it's not so much lovey-dovey anymore and no more gifts. You know, that man walked on stage with bags and shoes and purses and
with the money you gave him.
Diamond watches, you know, worth more than. Stop. I just want y'all to know the real behind it. I'm at peace now. This is not to be malicious. It's to protect my name and my brand. I have been working on Women's Diary, but it's been hard because he isn't giving me the full support. And that's the reason I was mentioning, you know, like, on a business tip, I feel like he's distracted now and he isn't giving 100%. And I'm in a place now where
because no money's involved.
And again, that's my reason for saying, you know, we're in contract. So I'm not here to bash him, but I'm here to protect my brand and my image. I know what I did was wrong. I know that, and I said it. I stand on what I do. It was wrong, but I need y'all to understand why. You get what I'm saying? And in this situation, I'm taking space. I know now I can't have any dealings with that man, especially physically, because he doesn't have the respect for me that I show him. And yeah, I'm fine. Thank y'all. That's really my whole point of jumping on this live to let y'all know I'm good. He did not put his hands on me. I said that in my live. I never went on live to make a...
You say you were defending yourself.
I know what I said on that live. You can watch it. I never mentioned that. It was physical on my end. I'm not perfect, and I ain't trying to be.
Mm-hmm.
I know what went on. But again, it's a accumulation. Like, this shit didn't happen overnight, and it wasn't about no woman. It's about the fact that I've been manipulated, you know, and I thought that somebody really cared about my situation, and in reality, that ain't the case. You know? So that's the end. I'm gonna go to dinner. I pray. Everyone, literally, you know what I'm saying, learns from my mistakes. That's all I'm here for. You know, I can only be thorough. So at the end of the day, I want peace. I want peace and love. And it's still love, but I have to, you know, I have to love people from a distance. You know, I don't wish to have a relationship with Hitmaka. There is no friendship. I'm not here to drag him. That's it. It's love because I want to be at peace, not because I want him. You get what I'm saying, y'all? You know, I want to get around the joy, the peace, the success. We there, y'all. We there. And I'm not going to let this slow me down. I appreciate y'all words, and I'm reading everything. Believe it or not, I'm very in tune with what's going on this internet.
Turn the comments off, baby.
Y'all for being understanding. And when my album drops, just understand it's just going to be right. That's all I care
Why
about.
am I...
You know, once people stop fucking, the support and the energy changes. I guess he thought he could create a winner's diary in 2 weeks, and I wasn't having that. That's not an album that I create overnight. And that's the real issue, y'all. I want to be in control of my creative process.
We finna cut this short.
It's not about y'all girls, y'all pretty girls. Y'all don't have to act like that.
Period. A read.
You know, if you see two people having a situation,
mind your business.
Nothing to do with you. You have no right to stand in my face.
Mm-hmm.
When I walked to the car, I walked up to Christian.
To him.
I don't even know you, and I asked you who you were, and you had nothing to say.
Oh.
You couldn't even step in your own car. You understand? So, please don't get on this internet pretending to be something you ain't. God bless.
Oh, not with the God bless.
Have a good night.
I got so much to say. It was just so much in one video. First off, can women make it normal to say fuck you disrespectfully? You don't have to end everything in peace. Everything is not light, love, blessings. Sometimes it's fuck you from the bottom of my heart. Sometimes it ain't love, it's hate and a lot of piss. Okay? What I've got from this situation is Youngberg has been making hits. He has been doing his thing or whatever, but he was not able to get that one artist to really push behind and to set his tone as a producer. You know, he had a couple hits or whatever. You know, he do the little remakes or whatever. You know, that's his little specialty. You know, I don't really too much see nothing original from him. He can definitely do a good remake on it. But what I get is that he got Tink, who was an independent artist. She had her following. They're both from Chicago. They started smashing, and you know, he used it as a way to have a business tip. Business relationships don't work for every relationship. For something like this, I wouldn't trust it, but I don't trust much of anything. So just be mindful of that while I'm speaking on this. When it comes to business and a man is trying to get up in the ladder with a woman that is giving and, you know, take the back seat, it's going to always end like this. Of course, he was buying you the diamonds and the watches and the expensive things because you was putting the money in his pocket. The moment that you said, no, I'm not giving you $2 million, everything is off the table. I'm not doing nothing on this album unless I'm executive producer or unless you give me $2 million for this album. You don't have no type of creative direction. We're going to do it my way or no way. Since no money is involved, I'm going to show you, I'm going to treat you like a regular bitch. A lot of times women get it confused that just because you help somebody, oh, I put them on, I did this, I did that, that you're going to get this high level of respect. And you're not going to get that if that respect is not already there. Sometimes, and most times, men know exactly what they want from you, and they gonna get that. And I think in this situation, she's more so seeing that now. I really believe that yungberg got feelings for her. I really do. I just based off of his live, I really do think that he got feelings for her. And I do think that what he did was very intentional to get her attention and to make her mad, is what I get from that. I get that he knew exactly what he was doing, and he intentionally treated her like another bitch. You know what I'm saying? It comes from being all loving and walking on stage with gifts and showing the entire world that you're a queen and a princess and all of this extravagant stuff, to now I'm finna be with these two nobodies as compared to Tink. I'm finna be with these two nobodies, right? She texts him on some, you look good, go up. Oh, I'm ignore that. And then it's like I think he definitely knew what he was doing, and he found the right one. Tink is apologizing, you know. She's apologizing like, I'm very, you know, calm and, you know, this. And I once had that problem too. But now, if I show out, I show out for a reason. Do it unapologetically, live in your truth. I mean, of course, apologize. You know, take responsibility that you put your hands on him. Because she was never saying that he put his hands on her back. But child, oh my God. I think that's the end of everything. So what y'all think about that? What do we think? I definitely think they're going to be back together. They got an album to do. They're under contract. They're going to be back together. And this is why we learn to stay out of grown folks' business. What's going on? This thing crazy. This is why we stay out of grown folks' business. So yeah. I can't stand him. Let me pull this up. My God, he just posted something 3 hours ago. This way, thanks for being honest. Do you see the picture?
This love at first sight, mama. You the type I like, mama. If your hoe ain't dark skin and petite, nigga, she is not my kind. We out here passing hoes to the game. When you treat this hoe like wife, now you see one smoke by the hoe.
Let's play that again.
Right, I might buy you ice, mama. Hope that pussy tight, mama. This love at first sight, mama. You the type I like, mama. If your hoe...
Oh Lord, Facebook gonna block this live. Good God, I done forgot. I done got so deep into this. What is... This is yungberg, Hitmaka, and Tink. And he just posted this saying, thanks for being honest. Y'all, I'm going to screenshot this and put it in the comments. Because this man got some dang nerve. Then got Rob 49 playing. See, yungberg the type that make you put some pause on him. Because why is you fucking with me? Can't stand light-skinned men. Because they do light-skinned shit like this. Why is you provoking her? Ooh. 2 hours ago, she said, Hitmaka, you the police. With the rat emoji. What is going on now? I'm going to pull it up for y'all to see. This is Tink's page. On her stories. 2 hours ago, you the police. With the rat. I feel like we just a part of something that we didn't ask to be a part of at this point. What is yungberg? He a Scorpio? A Virgo. A damn Virgo. I like Virgos. Sometimes. My brother a Virgo. What's Tink zodiac? Virgos definitely are very manipulative. They love to get under your skin. And if you don't let them, they mad. She's a Pisces. Pisces are very feisty, baby. And they both just in each other's entangled web. Oh my God. Yeah, so we is all caught up. Ain't nothing else to post about this. Again, if you missed any parts of the live and you don't want to, and you catch it on a rewatch and you don't want to sit through all of it, it's going to be on my YouTube channel. If I can link it in the comments, I will. But if not, just follow my YouTube and it'll be under there. I'm going to have the chapters for you so you can go in and go to whatever section that you like. I have another podcast, a short podcast dropping because in the middle of my recording, my camera went dead. And I just did the first story. I was going over light skin Keisha. I know it's a little old to some people, but for anybody who don't know about it, light skin Keisha, who was pregnant, baby mama drama. Baby mama called her fiance a deadbeat, and light skin Keisha had some words and said that she was stalking her. So we got the full tea on that. And then we just gonna keep these lives going. I think lives were easier to keep up with it, and we can be live action, show all the receipts, and we can have a discussion about it. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. And I'm tired too. How the heck I stop this thing?